everyone, welcome back. For those that have not yet subscribed to this channel, click that subscribe button below. We share recipes on milk tea, coffee, smoothies, and frap. Today, I want to show you how sweet you want to be. At Chao, I use 3 different types of sugar level. One I call skinny sweet, which is 0% sugar and 0% sweetness. Second, I call it sexy sweet. It's about 50%. Some of us like it a little bit sweeter. And finally, 100% sweetness, which I call just sweet. So the ingredients that we will be using for Thai milk tea, of course, is our blend of Thai tea. I'm going to use our homemade sugar syrup and our homemade milk syrup, which is a combination of sweetened condensed milk and evaporated milk. And I'm going to use some extra evaporated milk for our topping. For the Thai tea, I am going to use the espresso machine to brew my tea. But if you don't have espresso machine, by all means you can use any of the methods or tea brewing methods which I have already shown you in my previous videos. I'm going to use our own blend of premium Thai tea. The tea that you will use for the coffee machine must be Twinings. So it's something like Lipton tea in tea bags. If you use tea bags using the machine, you probably need about 10 tea bags so that you'll get that really strong flavor of tea. For this one, I'm going to use a double basket portafilter, and I'm going to put 1 full scoop or 2 level scoops of my tea. And of course, for those that already know how to use the espresso machine, first you flush. Because of the high pressure, the water that will be extracted will be completely even, and so resulting in your tea to be very strong. So I flush, and then we'll get our measuring cup. So the method that I use is that you need your tea to be steeped a little bit. So first is let some of the water flow out of the filter. Stop the flow for a bit and wait for about 20 seconds. I set a timer here, but in real life you don't have to really set the timer. You can do something else, prepare your cup, and then come back to extract or pull the rest of your shots. Because this is for 22 ounces cup, I'm going to use 5 ounces or 150 ml of our brewed tea. That's it. Stop. And then pull the rest of your shot. Okay, I've got my 5 shots of brewed tea ready for our drink. For many of you, you are used to using about 200 to 230 ml of brewed tea, but because our Thai tea is very strong, I only use 5 ounces or 150 ml of brewed tea for 22 ounces cup. So let's put this aside for now, and I'm going to mix my tea. Let's start with just sweet, which is 100% sweetness. For the regular sweetness, just see this so that you can see everything. I'm going to use my regular sweetness for Thai milk tea, 22 ounces, is 2 ounces of milk syrup. That's 1. Another ounce. Two. And then I'm going to put half an ounce of my homemade sugar syrup. Half an ounce. There you go. And this is the regular sweetness. See that beautiful, strong color of Thai tea. If your tea is looking a bit pale, no good. You must make sure the color is there, the aroma is there. This one smells absolutely gorgeous. You will love this. And the only way to find out is to give this tea a try. So this is my 100% sweetness level. Now, how do you adjust it so that it becomes 0% sweetness or skinny sweet? So for this, you have to use only fresh milk. You can use evaporated milk, but just for your information, evaporated milk is very concentrated because, as I have said before, the process of making evaporated milk is that you boil it and then let all the water evaporate, leaving only the pure concentrated milk. So in reality, this evaporated milk is more expensive than fresh milk. So I wouldn't really recommend to use pure evaporated milk, although if you do, it will taste absolutely delicious and very rich. But for this, I'm going to use only fresh milk. So what we're trying to do here is to make the balance between the tea and the milk. So as you notice, we put 2 ounces of fresh milk or our milk syrup in this 100% sweetness level. So we also put 2 ounces of milk. So I'll put 2 ounces of milk here. Fresh milk. And we are going to skip the sugar syrup. So this one is the skinny sweet. So there you go. You still get that beautiful color and the beautiful smell. It will taste just as good. And just to make the taste even stronger, I'm going to put, instead of putting half an ounce of sugar syrup, I'm going to put half an ounce of evaporated milk. This will just make the taste better. Okay, so there you go. I put half an ounce of evaporated milk. Now, can you do 2.5 or 2.5 ounces of fresh milk instead of 2 ounce fresh milk and half an ounce of evaporated milk? That's also possible, but I'm just telling you the recipe to make it even tastier. So that is my skinny sweet, no sugar at all, no sweetened condensed milk. Now let's look at the sexy sweet, which is 50% sweetness. 1.5 ounce of milk syrup, that's 1. And then 0.5. So 1.5 ounce of milk syrup. And then, because I need to complete the 2.5 ounce mix into the drink, I'm going to use 1 ounce of evaporated milk. Once again, you can use fresh milk instead of evaporated milk, but if you want the taste to be really strong, then use evaporated milk. So there you go. So now you have the same level of drinks. So all of them have about 8 ounces of brewed tea. So now let's see if I can remember which one is which. So here is the skinny sweet. Maybe I'll switch this one. Right? Okay, this is the skinny sweet. This is the sexy sweet. And this is the just sweet. 0%, 50%, and 100%. Once you have put the drinks into your cup with the ice, make sure you give it a bit of a stir so that it gets cold. Remember that we brewed the tea fresh, and so it's a bit warm when we prepare the drinks. So there you go, 3 different types. And I normally add evaporated milk or fresh milk on top. Or you can put a milk foam or cream cheese depending on how you sell it at your shop. Let's give each one of them a try. If you're wondering how I drink my Thai tea, this is the one. So I use only fresh milk and evaporated milk. The taste of the tea is a little bit bitter, but because there's milk, it balances that bitterness. But overall, it still is bitter, but tasty. And because I brewed it fresh, it smells absolutely gorgeous. Now, let's look at the second one, which is the Chao sweet. This is how we brew it. And a little bit sweet. Wow, wow. Absolute wow. There's nothing else to describe it. This is perfect. And finally, 100% sweetness. Sugar rush. For those that want to be just sweet, this is for you. There you have it, 3 different levels of sugar using the milk syrup. In future videos, I'm also going to show you, if you're using the creamer, how do you adjust the sweetness. But with creamer, it's a little bit more difficult because the creamer also is sweet in itself. You cannot possibly make it skinny sweet or 0% sweet. If you have any questions, comment below. I'll see you again in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and ciao for now.